What is up, guys? It's Danny here, and we have our Borla catback exhaust there. We're going to be installing it on the Miata here. I got it parked sideways on the driveway so it's not too slanted like I have the truck over there. We're going to put this on, see if it makes any... Well, it will make a sound different, but see exactly how different it is, how significant it is, and then we'll take a look at the process, see how easy it is to install. Show you pretty easy. I've heard that you can do it without even lifting the car up. I'm going to give that a try. If not, well, I always have a jack and Jacksons, but yeah, we'll get right to it and see how it is. So right now the car is pretty dirty, but so looking at down here, there is quite a bit of room. Here's my hand. Here's all the space we got. Bolts are literally right here. So it's like we just moved right here. I mean, like, I'm not even arms in. We're right there. I apologize. It's hot. I am sweating. But yeah, look right here. How's this? Is it hot? A little warm, but nothing crazy. I keep my hand on there. Probably not burn it. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I think we removed from back here. Yes, those nuts right there. We'll remove those, and I believe we need to remove the whole entire stud for the exhaust itself to go back on there. I think we put the studs on the new exhaust. We're gonna take a look and see how it goes. All right, and for the moment of truth, let's get this open. Apologize for the wind noise and the birds noises. There's a bit of nature outside, but we'll go ahead and take a look. Let's see if we can get this open. Hopefully without a knife. So cool right here. Here it is. Here it is. There you go. Very, very light. The only thing that's moving right now is that piece right here. You know, is this what a brand new one looks like? I was told it was new. But I mean, for $200, can I really complain? Let's get a look at it here. So here it is. The exhaust right there. Got the cover on the tip. I heard somebody online say to leave those there so that we don't scratch the back of the Miata while trying to put them on. And yeah, let's start getting this back on there. Well, let's try to work with the one on the car right now. My bad, you can probably see my bald head here, but all right, so like I said, we're gonna try to do this without actually lifting the car up. It's not that much of a hassle to remove and to lift the car up, but I mean, maybe if it's not that difficult to remove, it'd be better to try it like this. From what I read online, we need a 13 and a 14 millimeter socket. Somebody said deep socket, but I think we can manage without. We're gonna try that right now. Now, just so you guys know, one of the main things that has been suggested to use when removing it is dish soap. It's to get off the hangers off the top. Right now we'll get a look at those once we get the exhaust off, and then we'll just use a little bit of dish soap. We don't need the whole bottle, but we do have a good full bottle of dish soap that's available, just to help get a little bit of soap on those hangers to make it easier to slip them off. Plus, we do have another tool that I will show real quick in just a moment, but this tool I'm going to show isn't necessary. It's just it helps. Apparently it's really useful, but I've done this before with just a screwdriver, so that will also work also. But yeah, let me show it to you. So yeah, this tool, oh, let me get the soap out of the way. So yeah, this tool right here, this one like right here, very easy to take off the hangers. Apparently this is very useful. I got this one for like, I think like about 12 bucks off Amazon. I couldn't tell you exactly what it's called, but you search up exhaust hanger tool and this will come out. They know exactly what you're looking for, and it's magnetic, I guess. That's another thing. But yeah, this is supposed to be very helpful. We're gonna give it a try right now, see if it does help us out. And then hopefully, if you do have one, a breaker bar could be useful. This is just the one I got from AutoZone. Not too expensive. It's durable enough, I would say. Should be fine for this. This point is a bit of a weak point for it, but certainly shouldn't be an issue here. We'll see if we can get it off with just this, maybe even just a ratchet. We'll see. Okay, and now this one came off. The stud did not, but we'll see if we can remove that. Nope, some other way. The spring, I think, is about the same on both sides. I don't think you can actually get this backwards, but I'll look at the other one just to make sure we don't put it on wrong for whatever reason. And now here's where that other tool will hopefully come in handy. So we got those hangers up there, those ones right, those little rubber bits right up there, so I can get you a better angle. So that one there and that one there, up here and there. We're gonna have to remove those. We use a little dish soap on one of the little metal tips there. Try to get the dish soap in there to try and hopefully get it to slip through. Right now we'll see if I can, let me see if I can show that. Now I do have that tool that's supposed to make it easier, but I think even with that, let me just move my tools out of the way. I think even with that, you still do want the dish soap. Now I tell myself that dish soap is very concentrated, so I just get just a little bit of my finger, just a little bit. We'll just put some right up here, and then it's just, and then I think I heard somebody say just to move it a little bit, just to kind of get it in there. But I think the one, well, these hangers are on kind of tight. I'm kind of worried about how difficult they'll be to remove. We'll see right now. I don't even know if I put enough soap on there. Maybe I should have put more, but we'll give it a try. Some people like to do a spray bottle and soap with water, and we'll give that a try with just the soap. We'll see what it does. Let's see if we can figure out. I'm sure it's not that difficult. You just put this, open it. But it looks like it only fit through this one. I think it just goes like that. I think you just press. Pretty sure that's how you use it. Pretty sure. Yep, that's definitely how you use it. Okay. Oh, this is neat. This is very useful. Okay, nice. Okay. Get that out of the way. We'll just slide that off of there now. Okay, maybe we should keep using that tool. That's kind of neat though. You know, I kind of like that. It's easier. I mean, it's not like hassle-free, but it's easier, way easier, I think. Let me see. There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Wow. Just some pressure and yeah, it's already off of there. That is so crazy. Well, now if I could get this out of here, there you go. That is a neat tool. I would say, oh, this tool is very helpful if you do have one of these. Like I said, I think I got it for like 12 bucks off Amazon. Okay. So now we have the exhaust off. I have the hangers off, all 4 of them. Now all I really need to do now is, my legs underneath it. I need to get this, I hope I'm pointing at it, removed from that stud, and then it'll come right out. And then we'll be done with that. There you go. All right, guys, and the old exhaust is out. Would you believe that only took me 15 minutes? I know I sped up the video a little bit for you guys, but only 15 minutes to remove it. It's very, very easy. Literally 2 bolts, or I guess a bolt and a stud, and then yeah, in the hangers, it comes right out. Now let's get the new one on there. Should be easy too. We'll use some soap, slide on there, and yeah, we'll be ready. Now the only thing is that we do still have this bolt on, the stud on here. Right now it's not touching the ground. I think we can grab this portion. It looks to be kind of like a nut in a way. We're gonna try that because on this side, I don't think there's anything that we can grab quite on this side. So we're gonna try to work with that and let's see what we can do. Okay, so after trying a couple of sockets, this is where that 13 comes into play. It goes right over this stud right here. Let's see if we can get that on. It goes right over the stud right here. Whoops, right here. There you go. Goes right over and we can remove that stud. So we'll get to that. I'm gonna fuck up my hand. Okay, let's use the breaker bar. Time for this to hopefully do something. Siri keeps answering my questions without assisting me. Nice. All right. And now, there you go. See, with a little extra leverage does that. Wasn't even that difficult. Now we could get this off. That'd be amazing. And hopefully also get the socket off. Cause shit, drip and sweat again. Got it. And here is our stud. Got it. All right, guys, so very important before we continue, keep track of your nuts and bolts because I cannot find the nut that I use. But although the exhaust says to use the original hardware, I think it actually does include 2 extra nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one of those to see if they fit. If not, well, it's gotta be somewhere. I know it's somewhere. All right, now we have it positioned here, right where we need it to be, so we can put it under the car. And now just in case, if you're worried, I don't know if it matters, but just to make sure everything does go back put together how it's supposed to, this one where the stud had to come off separately, like after taking it off, was on the right side. So if you want to put that one there, I'm going to put it down there just to make sure everything's the same. It goes on the right side, on the passenger side. All right, and now for installing the new Borla, I'm going to slide the towel underneath with the Borla on top. I'm going to try to get the hangers in there, put some soap in there first. And then, yeah, with that, we'll try to get the hangers in there. Oof, try not to scratch, but, it's the movement of something on the Borla, that thing that was moving earlier. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and put the Borla on there, hangers first, and then we'll bolt it all down. All right, there you go. And so now, once you get those in there, you just put on the other ones. The other hangers, it's the same thing as this side, as the other side over there. Same thing, same process. I could have moved the phone, but my hands are getting dirty with the soap and the dirt. I'm trying not to dirty the tripod. I got it 2 days ago, but it's inevitable. Anyways, this is on here. Oh, this thing still moves. We're gonna bolt it down. But this thing's pretty much on here. We're gonna just bolt that down, and it said reuse the old gasket. I'm gonna check the other one for a gasket, but I don't think I saw anything on there, so we're gonna take a look into that. All right, so no, I did not see a gasket, but that's fine. That's completely fine. So no gasket, at least not in my car. Like I said, work probably done to it, blah, blah, blah. Probably could be that the gasket was removed. I think I remember seeing a gasket on my NC when I took off the muffler. The other one had threads. The other muffler had threads on it for these to go in directly, but this one doesn't. I think that's what those orange bolts might be for. Maybe it's good that I didn't use them yet. Let me go get them. So, turned out the good thing we didn't use these copper ones. According to the instructions, it says use factory bolts along with copper hardware in order to install new exhaust. So, we're gonna do just that. All right, and let's see if we can get this in here. This isn't. I'm pretty sure the spring is supposed to go on there. But the spring, these 2 springs I'm seeing look different. Are they supposed to look different? Do you see them? Are they supposed to look different? One looks more squished. This one looks more squished. This one looks more clean. This one was on the part that was super loose. Maybe that's why. Maybe it wasn't actually squishing the spring. Okay, and also this one, the spring went like that. I'm pretty sure this went like that. Just there for the spring to stay in place. So I guess I'll put in the squished one first, and then I'll squeeze it a little bit to get the other one on there. There you go. So that one's going on there. That one is bolting on just fine. That one I was able to get the stud through. Maybe it's just the way I was lying under it, but let's see. Yeah. This one got through. All right, so that one's bolted on there. That one's grabbing at least. Let's get the other one. Where's the other stud? Right here. Just to get them to at least grab, just so we can get them on there. There you go. Yeah, this one can definitely go on there. Just gotta give it a little push, and then it'll get on there. And my nose touched the muffler, and now it's gonna have a little grease mark. Terrible. All right, and this one. So this one's not being very cooperative, and that's fine. I kind of want to tighten the first one. I want to tighten the first one and then see if it'll close up a little bit. But at the same time, I worry just slightly that it's going to want to close like that and then stay stuck apart. So let me keep trying for a moment. Let me see if I can get this on there. I think spring is necessary. I think so they don't start rattles, but I don't know. Maybe the spring's not squished enough. Fuck it, we're gonna tighten it a little bit. Does this get any better? Anything at all? Damn it, I had a feeling this was going to happen. No, it did not help. Ugh. So as it turns out I was. So this side, I'm pretty sure this side, or does this flip? I don't think that flips, does it? I don't know if it's supposed to be able to flip or if that's the thing that's supposed to be like considered, but it looks like that helped in a way. I don't know if flipping this thing does anything. Maybe it's just a placebo effect telling me that it worked, but if it works, hey, it worked and I'm getting this installed now. No, my nut. Go. So now it's on there. So for what it looks like, you got to get the one on the driver's side first, because that one looks like, well, at least in my case, the spring looks like it's longer, so the amount of threading that has space to go through, there's less threading. At least that's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm just doing this wrong, but well, in my experience, it looked like it was easier. Also, like I said, this thing that was loose before, I don't know if turning this does anything. Again, I flipped it. It felt like it got easier. Could have just been my mind telling me like, oh, hey, look, change, press, and now it works, supposedly. But yeah, and then let me try the other one. If this one goes through fine, we should be golden. Yep, there's enough threading on this one for it to go on way easier without having to put as much force. So it looks like with that, it should close up the gap pretty good. And then with that, we should be able to make the installation. All right, both bolts are on there. Side note, please do be careful with all your hardware, your gaskets, your whatever. Don't lose them. I almost was going to use one of these copper bolts earlier. Turns out we need them to install this. So don't use them as a replacement bolt. If you lose one, say you lose one of the copper ones, take it with you. Go get another one similar size from your AutoZone, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. Try to keep all your hardware. Don't be irresponsible like I was. And yeah, let's get these installed. We should be ready to go. Also, don't knock on your beautiful exhaust like I did. Just so you know, the copper bolts seem to be a 14 millimeter. So despite the instructions saying 13, the bolts themselves are a 14. So get a 14 ready for these, and let's get that installation done. Is this going through? Is it even doing anything? Am I doing anything? No, am I not? So what it looks like is that for one side, in my case, the passenger side, you can tighten the end towards the rest of the car. And I'm actually holding the copper one right now with my finger, just so the stud can turn in there. Now, I do think I am going to need a wrench or something to hold this copper nut here, just to make sure just to make sure it doesn't keep turning, because right now my thumb's doing the job of holding it, but I don't know if that's the proper way to do this. Oh yeah, definitely not. Okay, reset. Fuck. Yeah, I did something wrong here. Let me see. That's my God. Okay, see, I was just see. I'm here freaking out, thinking, "Damn, this thing is not gonna go on." Literally, just make sure both bolts are doing this. You got the stud. You got the nut. Now the other one, the only difference between this one and the other one is that the other stud's a little smaller and the nut can move easily. So the other nut, just make sure you get it all the way to the ring. This washer here, or I guess this, not washer, but like this stop here. The other one, the stop being that 13mm piece we used to take it off of the old exhaust, right? Make sure the nut gets all the way over here. Spring on. This bolt down here on the smaller stud, I tightened it all the way to this thing here. I tightened this bolt, this nut, all the way down up to here. Now we gotta leave it kind of loose so we can have room to play with it and leave it to stretch so that we can get the other side on there. See, and this one can stretch so much, so easily, with so much thread coming out of here, that when we put on these copper ones, we still have enough play in this piece to get the other side on. And then when we do that, we're done. Like it won't be such a pain anymore. Got it. This time I did it. Haha.